this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. On first down, Patterson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Ryan going to give this to Davis. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll run it again here with Davis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now a handoff to Davis. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
Offense.
That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the penalty, it's Davis. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And the kick is good, so they avoid the shutout, but still a tough one to swallow here. They only post 3 points. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The situation is simple. It is sudden death from here on out. We had 2 stops defensively. The next score, whatever it is, wins this game.
And I can't wait to see how the defense decides to play this, because knowing that the next point you give up, lose the game for you, I expect them to be more aggressive. Not just play a normal situational defense, but go after them, attack them a little bit, because otherwise the offense is just trying to find their way to get downfield and kick a field goal. Don't sit back and wait for them to make their plays. I think the defense needs to go after them.
Charles Davis says maybe they go aggressive. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run with Patterson, and that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down. And play will be stopped here with 10 seconds remaining in overtime as they've called a timeout. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Patterson on the carry. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Face mask. Defense.
In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the timeout comes in with just 1 second left in overtime. They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. One overtime. How about 2? We need another. We're still even. We'll switch sides and have that 2nd overtime in just a moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Once more, they turn to Patterson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. On 2nd down now, it's Davis, and he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. They'll try to punch it in with Davis, and he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all, and then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defense.
I certainly did. brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis.